Kapost enabled us to construct our marketing programs in a nonlinear way where all of those pieces were connecting and the right content was connecting with each other. And that really led us to the SiriusDecisions ROI award for content strategy.
We won the 2016 ROI award for content because we put together a strategy that turned content marketing into a core piece of our digital marketing program.
While it's much easier to campaigns in a linear way and hope that people go 1, 2, 3, 4, it's just not reality, it's not how they behave.
When we talk about being an agile marketing team, it means that things have to match the way that we're doing them, and that meant customized processes and workflows.
So what we're building and always improving is an always-on marketing program. It's not a campaign. So we use those intent signals from the Big Willow to identify an audience, and then we use Kapost to plan our content.
We took a look at a bunch of vendors. Kapost was the one that was the best for us. It allowed us to not only have a repository for all of our content, but to plan all the way from ideation and then track our publishing on it.
Kapost feeds everything. It's the back end of our website, our resource library. It feeds into our Marketo nurturing programs. It is the back end for places like Salesforce.com and our partner sites, our social programs. So all of the content lives in Kapost and gets served up into all these different areas for us to use. So no matter where our prospects search, they're always finding something relevant.
Before Kapost, we had I can't say it was the wrong content because we didn't know what content we had. We had spreadsheets that had some content, but that wasn't even all the content, and there were multiple spreadsheets. And we had a website where we dumped content that we didn't know where it came from, where it was being used, how it was being used, or how old it even was. It was a mess.
One of the gaps that we identified is that we were completely missing early stage content. We had a ton of mid-stage content, but we were completely missing the beginning of a buyer's journey where we were talking about pain points and people's problems.
We went from multiple sources for all of our content all over the place, not knowing what we had or where it was, to a single source of truth inside of Kapost, and being able to take a look at how that content was being used, where it was used, all from a single place.
The Big Willow tells us what kind of content people are consuming and what they're interested in, and sometimes it'll identify areas that we don't have a lot of content. Now with Kapost, we ensure that we have content for each persona and each part of the buyer's journey for each solution.
With Kapost, we were able to finally put all of that together into a single dashboard, look at content as a whole. How did this piece of content perform, regardless of what channel we actually used?
The metrics within Kapost became very valuable for us to be able to communicate with the rest of the business because we could show what was being consumed, what was being used, how it was being shared. Rather than having a conversation on what everybody thinks we should be doing, Kapost showed us what was working. So it put us in a position of being able to make really good decisions because we had data behind it.
Kapost absolutely changed how we worked as a marketing team. It added the framework for the process that we needed to actually do content marketing. It took what we were managing in spreadsheets, turned it into a formal process, and gave us the backbone of many of the processes that we have in place today to be successful content marketers.
So we got our strategy, our processes, and our tools right. Without Kapost, there's no way we could do that. It would be like trying to build a house without a plan.